Hello, I'm James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory, and in this video we're going to start to talk about synthetic chords, starting with the Neapolitan Sixth chord. So the Neapolitan Sixth, it's not the Napoleon, it's the Neapolitan Sixth, is somewhat like a supertonic chord, but with a flat 2 in it. When I say flat 2, I'm talking about taking the second scale degree and lowering it. So the Neapolitan Sixth has a lot of different ways of analysis, or a lot of different ways that you can analyze a Neapolitan Sixth. I'm going to show you the way that I learned, and then maybe show you another way that you might see in some other theory texts. So the Neapolitan Sixth is a predominant chord with a flat 2, like I said, and it's called a sixth because it's usually in first inversion. It also usually happens in minor, so we're going to use A minor. The reason it usually happens in minor is that in major you're going to have more accidentals than you have in minor. It fits a lot better in minor. So I'm going to write just a tonic chord followed by a Neapolitan Sixth, then followed by a dominant chord. So there is a little bit of a voice leading issue that we need to worry about with the Neapolitan Sixth. Let me write my bass line. The Neapolitan Sixth is like a supertonic chord. It's based off of the flat 2, and it's always a major chord. So the flat 2, remember I say flat 2 and I use that in quotes because it's not always going to be flat. It will be in this situation, but sometimes it'll be natural as well. And in very rare circumstances, maybe you could have a sharp as well. But this is going to be a B flat major. So here's A minor, and then this is going to be B flat over D, and then our dominant is going to be E. So B flat over D. So I need a D in the bass, and then our dominant's going to have an E, and I'm already going to put in the sharp because don't forget to raise your leading tones in minor keys. Tonic is A minor. Let's go ahead and use a C here. And then we need a B flat in this chord. And the doubling rule is a little bit different for this sixth as well, for the Neapolitan Sixth. You always double the third, which is going to be in the bass. So we need another D somewhere in this chord. And then we need an E major, E, G, B. Something also to worry about before I even write anything else, I should have mentioned this, is that whatever voice contains the flat 2, which is the soprano here, needs to then go to the leading tone. So I must go to the leading tone in this voice. That's very important. You will always have this motion. Whichever voice has the flat 2 will always go to that raised leading tone 100% of the time. Don't miss points on any music theory tests by not doing that. Make sure that you're resolving that appropriately. And now let's just go ahead and voice lead everything. A minor, and then we need 2 D's in this chord. The D works pretty well there, and I need an F. But then I have an issue with voice overlap, so I had good intentions, but didn't really work out. So D, and we're going to go up to this D there. And then E major, we need another E, and then we need a B, and we can do it exactly like that. Okay, so again, just to quickly summarize, the Neapolitan Sixth is it's a predominant chord, and if we look at the predominant box in our harmonic progression chart, it would fit under the supertonic. It's actually the next level, and either of these can go here, but they're all pointing at that Neapolitan Sixth. The Neapolitan Sixth will go directly to dominant, and remember a cadential 6/4 is also considered dominant. And whichever voice contains that flat 2 should always resolve to the leading tone. And then these Neapolitan Sixth chords tend to happen in minor because it's a little bit more difficult to fit them in a major situation. Thank you.